You want me to go pick up the kids?
No.
All right, what is it? You were very quiet in the car on the way over here.
What do you think it is?
Eric, the way he laid into you in the meeting.
Well, I deserve it.
No, Brooke, you didn't.
51% of his company? I didn't know you were going to be asking for that, Connor.
Well, you knew that we were asking for a lot.
But not controlling interest.
Look, honey, don't worry about it. I will handle the negotiations, and we're going to get everything we want.
I'm not so sure what you want is the same thing I want.
Look, you're upset because Eric exploded. Let's just keep that in perspective.
No, I'm upset because you overstepped your authority.
Brooke, you told me you wanted me to handle everything. Now, trust me, you will not be disappointed in the outcome of this.
Connor, I'm already disappointed and I'm angry. I don't want to wipe out Eric and Ridge. That isn't my goal. Maybe it's yours.
All right, Brooke, let's hear it. What exactly is your goal?
Eric, I'm sure they're going to negotiate.
That's not what David says.
They're not going to negotiate, Elliot. You heard what he said. This is their final offer.
They've given it to us in the form of a contract.
I want signatures, not counter proposals.
Well, they're not going to get any. I will never, never give Brooke or anybody else controlling interest in this company.
May I ask a question?
Yes, of course.
If we refuse to sign this contract, what exactly will happen, Elliot?
Well, didn't you hear what they said? I mean, he was very specific. Connor said he will take belief and offer it up to the highest bidder.
But can he really do that?
Assuming the patent clears, and it probably will, yes, they can do that.
Just let them. We had a company before belief. We will have one after.
Except,
Except what, Elliot?
if we don't sign the contract, we're guaranteed a lawsuit.
Why is that?
Well, the patent, if Brooke owns it, she could sue us for last year's profits.
Oh, God, how?
And we made a great deal of money last year off of belief.
Exactly, and she could feel that she deserves a portion of that money.
All right, how big a portion?
It could go as high as 75%.
We can't pay her that.
Why not?
Because 75% of what we made in profits from belief is a hell of a lot.
Somewhere in the neighborhood of $45 million.
Well, where is that money, Eric?
Paid off loans. A big chunk of it went back into research. Brooke has us between a rock and a hard place, Sheila. Either we sign this contract or we may go out of business altogether.
Now, the kid works harder than any of us.
Yeah, he earns his wage.
And then some. Man, was I wrong about that one.
Hey, don't worry about it.
I do, though. I'd like to think that I'm a pretty enlightened guy.
Hey, come on, slide lighten up on yourself.
I owe your brother my life.
Yeah, well, maybe someday you'll be able to save his.
Hey, Kevin. Take a break, pal. You've been at it for 5 solid hours.
I like to work.
Have you had dinner yet?
Nope.
Okay, go in the kitchen and tell Sammy that I told him to fix you anything you want.
That's an order, boss?
You better believe it is.
All right.
He's a real big fan of yours.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no, seriously, man. He talks about you all the time.
Maybe I'll go over and visit him sometime. I am free most of my nights.
No new lady yet.
Nope. Still, getting over the last one.
Yeah, well, hang in there. Hang in there. Macy!
Come over here. Come here to sit down.
Hi. How you guys doing?
Hey, pretty good. We've been pretty busy lately.
Yeah. What about you? How's it going?
I'm doing good. I heard you hired Kevin.
Yeah, about time, huh?
I'm real proud of you.
Why? Because I'm not acting like an idiot?
Because you conquered a stereotype, and that's real good work.
Well, I have you to thank, Macy. And this guy over here.
You're quiet tonight, Keith.
No, I'm just kind of tired.
No, you're not.
What do you mean?
Wondering how long before I take my first drink, right?
So how you doing, Macy?
Haven't had a drink since I left here. I'm finished with it. But you don't believe me, do you? So where's Kevin?
He's out in the kitchen.
Well, I think I'll go pay him a visit. Be back in a minute.
Do you think she's lying?
I think so, Sly. I don't think she'd be talking like that if she'd given up booze. I think she's still on it.
I thought your goal was to get as much as you could for your formula.
That's a very big part of it. But there's more.
Well, I am about to accomplish the very big part of it. You are going to own most of Forrester Creations.
Connor, when you come back down to earth, the Forresters are never going to let that happen.
But they won't have a choice.
Yes, they will. They will tell me and my formula to take a hike.
No way. They will lose millions. They can't afford to.
Well, they'll make it some other way.
What, selling fabric samples?
You're not giving them any credit. They're a very talented, very creative family. Eric and Rich are two of the top designers in the world. They'll make beautiful dresses with or without belief.
You're selling yourself short.
No, I'm not. I'm just telling you the way it is.
Okay, Brooke, forget about the Forresters. Let's say they tell you to take a hike, as you put it. Number one, we will go to Loren, Blas, Valentino, any number of different designers. They will buy your formula. Hell, they'll be bidding on it. And while they're bidding, we will be suing Forrester Creations for every dime they made last year off of your formula. That's a lot of money.
Connor, we're not going to sue them.
What do you mean? Yeah, of course we're going to sue them.
How many times do I have to tell you this? I'm not out to destroy Eric and Rich's company.
Okay, I don't get it, Brooke. What the hell do you want?
Look. Yes, I want to make a lot of money. But there's something else I want, too. Something I think you've forgotten.
What is that?
I want to teach Stephanie a lesson.
Brooke.
Connor, I am serious. Now, if this deal doesn't work out, and it doesn't look like it's going to, I am going to lose contact with Stephanie. I can't let that happen. You can't let that happen. I want to get Stephanie. Not Eric, not Ridge, but Stephanie. I want to get that woman. Now, find a way for me to do that.
Do you really believe that if we don't sign this contract, Brooke can put us out of business?
If she wanted to? Yes, I believe she could.
As long as Connor Davis is pulling her strings, yeah, she could be influenced to put us out of business. I wish I didn't believe it, but I do.
You want to get even with Stephanie. That's what all of this is about.
Yes. And please don't make it sound horrible. It's not nearly as horrible as what she's done to me.
I don't think it sounds horrible. I think it's completely justified.
You do?
Yes. You want to get to Stephanie? I will tell you exactly how to do it. Get control of that company, Brooke. And you control Stephanie Forrester.
What are we going to do to stop her?
What about a loan?
A loan?
Yes, to pay Brooke off for the profits that Belief made last year.
Well, that assumes that we're turning down her offer and we're letting her sue us.
Well, that's better than giving her 51% of Forrester.
No, Sheila, we don't have that kind of credit. Not without belief. I mean, that's our collateral. If we lose this patent, then she takes our asset. There's no way we can borrow $40 million without relief.
We can't pay her if she sues us.
Not without risking bankruptcy.
Then what Eric says is right. We either sign the contract giving Brooke controlling interest.
Or we don't, and she sues us into Chapter 11, or worse.
Ridge, can you talk to her and try and buy some time?
I'm not sure I can, Mother.
Well, aren't you two still on speaking terms?
Listen, we had a confrontation today. It was a fairly major one, too.
Where?
In my office before this meeting.
What was it about?
She ran into Taylor at the hospital. They have the same doctor. She found out that Taylor might be pregnant, and that was not the kind of information she needed to hear right now.
What the hell does that woman want from
But
you?
the point is, Mother, I have little or no influence over her anymore.
No, that's not true, Ridge. You have plenty of influence over Brooke. It's just a matter of whether or not you choose to use it. How committed you are to saving this company.
How can you be so sure about Macy?
I don't know, Sly, but a person who gives up alcohol just doesn't go around bragging about it.
Why not? It's a hell of a feat.
Yeah, but you see, alcohol is an addiction that has to be conquered one day at a time. I mean, it's a vigilant, spiritual experience. It doesn't leave a lot of room for mouthing off about how well you're doing.
You really think so?
Well, I'd love to believe that Macy's on the wagon.
Do you think she's drinking right now? Is that what she went back there to do, to sneak a drink?
Now you're starting to get the picture.
Look, I'm gonna go out on the beach. Let me know when she's gone.
Keith, where's Sly?
Hey, you just went out on the beach. What's up?
Well, I was just gonna thank him for this poem. As always, it touched me. I loved it. There were a few lines I just didn't understand, though.
What lines, Macy? Maybe I can interpret them for you.
Well, it's kind of personal, Keith. I mean, Sly wrote it.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, why don't you tell me what you think?
Sure.
A tightrope walker stands upon a fragile strand. Reaching out for the cheering crowd, she wants to run into their embrace. Still, she must cross the unknown open space. This clown would climb the 100 rungs to join her on her uncertain thread. Might all his hopes and secret prayers be just enough to help her through the empty air. Now, Sly's the clown, right?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And I'm the tightrope walker, I suppose?
Right.
Okay, reaching out for the cheering crowd, she wants to run into their embrace. Who's the cheering crowd?
Well, your mother, Darla, Thorne, all of us.
All of you.
Yeah.
Okay, still she must cross the unknown open space. What's that?
Well, the unknown open space, Macy, is about your alcoholism. See, this poem is about your drinking problem. Sly wanted you to get over it. In fact, the reason he left here a few minutes ago was because he doesn't believe you are over it. And to tell you the truth, Macy, neither do I.
I cannot believe this. I come here for a friendly visit and you lay this trip on me?
I wonder who's laying a trip on who.
Let me tell you something, Keith. I have not had a drink in weeks. And yet right this minute, right now, I'm about as close to picking up a bottle and pouring a shot as I have ever been. And you want to know whose fault that is?
Come on, save it, Macy, because I'm not buying it. And you pour a drink right now, you prove my point. That you haven't quit.
Jerk.
Hey, wait a minute, Macy. I'm the best friend you have. The only one who knows the truth.
No, you don't. Why don't you talk to my mother, or Darla, or Thorne? Why don't you talk to Thorne? I'm living with him now. Now, if I were drinking, he would know about it, wouldn't he? You see, Mr. Wise Guy, you're not as smart as you think you are. Come on, kid, why don't you use your head? Something like this could do damage to a person like me, serious damage. Now, you wouldn't want to be responsible for pushing me back to the bottle, would you?
Forrester belongs to Eric and Rich.
It belongs to all of them, including Stephanie.
There must be another way to get to Stephanie besides taking over the company.
Nothing as effective.
There has to be.
Look, Brooke, I'm not going to twist your arm and force you to do anything. I thought this is what you wanted.
I'm a Forrester. I want to be a part of the family. They'll never forgive me if I take control of the company.
You want to be accepted by that family, then you have got to show them your strength. Stephanie has run roughshod over you for 6 long years, and unless you stop her, expect the same for the next 6, and 6 years after that. She's not going to give you an inch. You've got to take it. And that's exactly what this contract does. Stephanie Forrester will be forced to listen to you, Brooke, and respect you. Isn't that what you're after? Stephanie's respect? Isn't that the ultimate goal?
Yes. You're right. This isn't going to work unless I show that family I have what it takes. Let's go ahead with the proposal. 51% of Forrester. I'm going to run that company like it's never been run before.
Sheila, if you're implying for even a second that I may not be committed to Forrester.
I didn't imply anything.
How dare you talk to my son like that? You get the hell out of this office.
Eric.
Don't try and hide behind your husband. Don't you ever talk to anybody in my family like that. Get the hell out of here, Sheila.
She's not hiding behind me, Stephanie. I want you to give me some time alone with him. Have you had a chance to talk to your wife?
No.
So you don't know if,
About the baby? No, but I'd like to get home and find out, though.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
What are we going to do about Brooke?
When we built this company, we built it for ourselves. We built it for all of us, and I don't want to turn it over to anyone, not to Connor Davis or to Brooke or anyone else. But maybe it is time for us to let it go.
Can I say something?
Of course, Elliot.
If Forrester Creations' own belief, even if you didn't have controlling interest in the company, it would be immensely profitable. Now, I feel that owning 49% of something that's worth millions is a lot better than 100% of nothing. I think you should go along with Brooke's proposal.
There are some things in life that are more important than just money.
Let's think about this, shall we?
Yes, let's. We have something more important than all this happening at your house, don't we?
Yeah, Dad, we do.
They can take away our business, and they can take away our success. But nothing can destroy our family. Nothing ever will.